But let's go ahead and dive right into the highlights. You see them taking on LSU at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Boy, what a name. You can hard to follow that one. And you jump right into it. Jordan Bowe knocks down a three right here, get Tennessee off to a quick start, up 10-6, but LSU kept fighting.
Yeah, Skylar Mays here with a drive and a great finish around John Fulkerson. He had 23 points on the night. Mays answers again here with a three over Bone. He really had a great first half trying to keep LSU in it.
And then you see Jordan Bone here pull up 15-footer, money. He's been money at that shot all season long. And you have Jordan Bowden dropping it down to Kyle Alexander for the finish, the big man finally getting it going.
Lamonte Turner off the screen here. They try to double him, leave Admiral Schofield open. Big mistake. Schofield had a great game, 27 points. And here he is at it again, a little dribble drive, back, step back for the three, good.
And then you have Lamonte Turner finding the big man, Kyle Alexander, showing his range, knocking down the three, Tennessee up 9. LSU, though, would not quit fighting. Javonte Smart, floater, in the lane, good.
Big move by Smart there. And he had another big shot here right over Jordan Bowden, the jab step. Corner three is money right in his face as LSU cuts it to 4.
Then you have Skylar Mays jab stepping on Bowden once again, ties the game at 69 with just over a minute to play. And here, just over 40 seconds left, Grant Williams taking it to the rim, ties the game at 71. Then we head to overtime. Well, Vols tried to get a look right here. Jordan Bone just seemed to lose his footing. What an unfortunate end, because it really looked like you felt he was going to get a good look right there. But they head to overtime where they still, quite frankly, had a chance. As you see Schofield here with a nice up and under along the baseline.
Yeah, a really nice bucket to give Tennessee the lead. But Tennessee just could not guard Smart. That time Admiral tried it, could not get the stop. Grant Williams, a 6 spin, and the finish ties the game up with 44 seconds. He struggled for a lot of the night, but played great here late. Another one, a spin, great move, fouled at the bucket, count it. Tennessee takes the lead with a chance to push it to 2 with 18.5 seconds.
But then right here, you have Javonte Smart taking it to the rim again. The first try, no good. Nasri gets the tip, no, but Big B Williams on the follow ties the game at 80. And then you have Lamonte Turner coming down, pulling up for the three. It's just short.
And then right there, the controversial call, they get Grant Williams on a loose ball foul with 0.6 seconds left in the contest, sending LSU to the line with a chance to take the lead. You see Grant was just kind of going for a loose ball and was stumbling right into the LSU player. And Tennessee gets one last chance. Gets a good look, but Grant Williams' fadeaway doesn't go. And LSU gets a big top 5 win Saturday against Tennessee.
And you really look at it, a blown opportunity for the Vols. They had a chance to create some separation here with themselves and the rest of the SEC if they could have had this one to close that 9-point lead out. Javonte Smart, career-high 29 points. Skylar Mays, 23 points. You got production from young guys that step up when they need it the most. No Tremont Waters. This was an impressive performance at home by LSU.
Yeah, absolutely. You got 1 point from your best 2 players, and LSU was able to beat an experienced squad, a great team in Tennessee. That's really an impressive win for Will Wade's squad, and they're playing good basketball right now, and really they're in the front spot to win this SEC regular season championship.
And we're going to step away from the game for just a second because we have, this has been going around Vol Twitter all day long. It's actually since Saturday. Referee Anthony Jordan was caught on Instagram with a picture of him while he was in Spain, I might add, posing with an LSU shirt. Ryan, a lot of Vol fans are kicking up a fuss about this. I personally don't think it was that big of a deal. The guy's in Spain. He sees SEC merchandise. That's who he works for. What'd you take away from that?
I think it's a bad look for the SEC, first and foremost, just to have that out there in general. He also made some negative comments about Alabama in his picture, but I don't think he was throwing the game for LSU or anything like that. I don't think the officiating was the best in that game, but at the same time, Tennessee had a good chance to win. They really blew it, and they really have no one to blame but themselves.
And Barnes, you saw it today, he was critical of the officials. So you don't really see Rick Barnes get critical of the referees, and he was today. He was not happy. He has actually already contacted the league office regarding this photo. But concerning the foul, Grant Williams, 0.6 of a second remaining, goes for the foul. He's going for the ball, gets the foul. At the end of the day, where you can, look at whether he should have done this or whether he should have done that. Was it the right call?
By the book, it was the right call, and some refs aren't going to call it in that moment. I never have a problem if they don't call it, but I'm never going to have a problem if they do because the rule's the rule. And by the letter of the law, Grant Williams fouled LSU's player, and it was really the right call.
Oh, absolutely. It was the right call. Grant, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what he was thinking. Like I said, natural instincts, you're always going to be, being the competitor that Grant Williams is, you're always going to go for the ball. But at worst, if you don't foul him right there, he gets a half-court heave, and the game more than likely heads in double overtime, where the Vols probably would have a chance to still steal that one on the road, given that the momentum was swinging back and forth. No Tremont Waters for LSU. You never know what could have happened in second overtime, but at the end of the day, Tennessee couldn't finish it out. They're making these mental mistakes that we thought they might have gotten over following that Loyola Chicago loss. They've now lost 2 SEC games in the past week and a half. How concerning is this recent stretch been for Tennessee?
I really don't think it's as concerning as some fans are, letting it on, because at the end of the day, they're still going to have a good chance to win the SEC regular season, to be a 1 seed. All their goals are still out there in front of them, but they certainly have some things they have to fix. They have to play better defense. They have to rebound better, even though they rebounded well, out-rebounding LSU 43-37 Saturday. But there are things they need to improve on, but it's not the end of the world. They got 2 good opportunities this week to get back in the win column against Ole Miss and Kentucky.
Oh, absolutely. And this Ole Miss game, I think a lot of people are overlooking this one. This is a tough place to play. It's Oxford's never easy place to play, whether you're on the football field or whether you're on the basketball court. And the Vols dropped to 7th in the AP poll. Personally, I was surprised they didn't drop more. I was expecting them to drop to 8 or 9. Gonzaga regains the top spot. Virginia is now number 2. What did you make of the AP poll this week?
I wasn't shocked by any of it. I think they got helped out. Michigan got beat real bad by Michigan State Sunday. There were some other top-ranked teams that had losses this week. So I wasn't shocked by it. At this point in the year, an AP poll means very little. So it's just something to look at, and really isn't in the world for this Tennessee team. Their goals are to win these next 4 and get a shared SEC regular season championship.
Absolutely. And be honest, we talked about this before the show started rolling. Could the Tennessee have gotten a better shot? Lamonte Turner, we've seen him hit shots like that plenty of times before, including in Rupp Arena last season. But at the end of the day, the Vols probably could have gotten a better look. What do you think should have happened right there?
I really think Tennessee should have taken a timeout. I mean, if you watch the play, Tennessee has 3 guys on that end of the floor. LSU has all 5. Grant Williams, who was really playing well in overtime for Tennessee, was on the other end of the court.
Exactly.
Now, Rick Barnes cannot call a live ball timeout. I don't know if he was trying to relay a message to Turner to take one or not. Just kind of an unfortunate situation. Tennessee definitely didn't get the best look that they could have, and they paid for it. And
yeah,
that's all you can say.
No, absolutely. There's nothing else you can say. They absolutely paid for this, and this is, like I said, this is a win. Tennessee, really, it's not a must-win, but you really wanted to have this one. And it's really unfortunate for them that they weren't able to get it done. And like I said, they have to win out now, and they have to hope for some luck for LSU to maybe drop a game to Alabama or Florida for them to clinch a share.
On the road.
Yeah,
on the road, I'll say.
Yeah, on the road. Alabama has been a tough team to beat this year on the road, but now they have to rely on others' luck. And for a while, they controlled their own destiny, and so far that's not the case. I mean, how alarming if you were sitting there as a Tennessee fan watching these past 2 games, what would you be thinking?
I think you have to think that Tennessee on offense, these past 3 games, I guess, going back to Kentucky, and really Vanderbilt didn't play great either. There wasn't the assists that they'd had for a long time this year. They were first in the nation in assists. And then the defense and that stuff and the rebounding, that's been a problem for a while now. So it's really the offense, to me, that's been new these last 3 games. And they need to get Jordan Bowden, Lamonte Turner, Kyle Alexander going. Grant and Admiral, for the most part, have still been good. Bone's still been good. But all those pieces they had that were playing at such a high level earlier in the season are in a little bit of a slump right now, and I think they need to break those guys out of it.
Absolutely. Tennessee ranks 39th currently in the KenPom defensive rankings. They were religiously in the top 10 a season ago, but we will see how that plays out. All right, guys, that's all we got for you for segment 1. Stay tuned. We'll be back for some more NBA talk. We'll be right back on Sports Mecca.